Hey everyone, today's video is about when you are in love with them but scared of rejection. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. You've been training at UA High School alongside Bakugou for a while. At first, you couldn't help but be captivated by his fierce determination and undeniable talent as a hero in training. Over time, those feelings grew into something deeper, love. But he always believed that he didn't see you in that same light. After all, he was often brash, easily irritated, and rarely showed his softer side to anyone, especially you. Despite your feelings, you cherished the moments you spent together, even if they were filled with teasing and the occasional scowl from Bakugo. You admired his passion for becoming the hero. He is, and his unwavering dedication inspired you to work even harder. Secretly, you wished he would notice you more, but you feared his rejection and losing the friendship you already had. One day, after a particularly challenging training session, you found yourself sitting alone by the dormitory window, watching the sun dip below the horizon. Lost in your thoughts, you didn't notice Bakugo entering the room until he cleared his throat. "Oi, Leon, what are you doing all here by yourself?" he asked, raising an eyebrow. You forced a smile and shrugged. "Just thinking, I guess." He frowned, as if trying to figure out what was bothering you. "Don't look so down, idiot. We all have tough days." "I know it, just..." You hesitated, unsure if you should reveal your feelings right now. "Just what?" he prompted, his expression softening ever so slightly. "I sometimes wonder if I'm good enough to be a hero," he confessed, choosing to share a part of your struggle rather than your feelings for him. Bakugo scoffed. "Don't be ridiculous. You're plenty strong, so stop second-guessing yourself." His words brought some comfort, but your heart still ached with unspoken emotions. As the days went by, you found it harder to hide your feelings, especially when Bakugo's actions often seemed like that. At times, he'd go out of his way to help you, offering advice and encouragement during your training. Other times, he'd act distant and avoid any form of intimacy, making you question his feelings even more. One evening, after a difficult training session, you couldn't contain your frustration any longer. You found yourself alone with Bakugo in the common room of the dorms. "Why do you act like you care sometimes, and then push me away like I mean nothing to you?" You blurted out, your voice shaking with emotion. Bakugo's eyes widened, and he seemed taken aback by your outburst. "What are you even talking about, you dumbass? I've always been supportive of you." "Supportive? You're so hard to read. One moment you're nice, and the next, you act like I'm just one of your annoying classmates," you replied, your voice tinged with hurt. He looked away, and the frustration in his eyes. I... I'm not good at this kind of stuff, okay? I don't know how to deal with emotions, and I don't want to mess things up." Your heart skipped a beat. Was he saying what you thought he was saying? "I didn't want you to get too close because I was scared of hurting you," he continued, his voice softer than usual. "But I'm in love with you, Bakugo." You admitted, your face flushing with embarrassment. His eyes snapped back to yours, and he seemed taken aback by your confession. "You love me?" You nodded, feeling vulnerable but also relieved to finally express your feelings. Bakugo took a step closer to you, his usual rough exterior softening just for you. I don't know what to say. I've never been good at this stuff. But I care about you, damn it. A surge of hope filled your heart, and you took a leap of faith, closing the distance between you. You wrapped your arms around him in a tight embrace. To your surprise, he hesitated for a moment before returning the gesture, his arms enveloping you with a warmth you had never felt before. I'm not going to promise you that I'll be mushy and romantic, but I won't push you away either. We'll figure this out together some way. He murmured against your hair. You couldn't tell but smile, feeling a weight lift off your shoulders. From that moment on, your relationship with Bakugou shifted, growing stronger and more intimate with each passing day. He still had his moments of gruffness, but now you knew that beneath that tough exterior, he cared deeply for you. As time went on, you discovered that Bakugou's way of showing affection was always through actions rather than words. He continued to support you in training, always pushing you to be your best. And in those quiet moments, when you found yourself alone, he would show his love through small gestures, a touch, a stolen kiss, or simply being there for you when you needed someone the most. Your love for Bakugou was met with an unwavering commitment from him. Your doubts and fears of rejection had been replaced with a newfound confidence in your relationship. You had finally found someone who understood and accepted you, even if it showed in his own unique way. And that, to you, was the most precious feeling of all, knowing that Bakugou loved you just as fiercely as you loved him. Though Bakugou was the one to display affection openly, he found his own ways to show he cared. He'd leave small notes for you to find, praising your progress as a hero, or simply reminding you to take care of yourself. Sometimes, during training sessions, he'd offer you a wink or a smirk that only you could interpret as a sign of his approval. It wasn't just in the grand gestures. It was in the way he protected you fiercely during battles, positioning himself between you and any potential danger. It was in the way he stood up for you, defending your abilities when others doubted him. And most importantly, it was in the way he never left you alone, even in the toughest moment. In the end, love was just about more than words. It was about the unspoken understanding, the shared moments, and the deep connection that bound your hearts together. And with Bakugou by your side, you knew that your love story would continue to unfold, no matter what challenges life threw your way. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye.